when the Bruins signed Riley Nash to a 2-year free agent contract before last season, it appeared to be a move made with at least one eye on the June expansion draft that stalked the Vegas Golden Knights. The forward came over from the Carolina Hurricanes with a reputation for solid defensive play, but not much offense. Nash didn't disappoint in either aspect. He and Dominic Moore, now in Toronto, formed a regular penalty kill pairing, and the Bees had the top unit in the NHL. Nash finished with only 7 goals, at one point going 29 games without a tally. But timing is everything. Nash became more involved offensively during the stretch drive to the playoffs, potting both goals March 25 in a 21 road win against the New York Islanders, the Bees' biggest win of the season, that halted a friggin' losing streak. He then had a big assist in a home victory against the Nashville Predators in the next game. With Nash showing the ability to play both wing and center, it came as little surprise the Bruins decided to protect him when the final expansion draft lists came out. Now he appears to be the odds-on favorite to start this season as the fourth-line center. It was obviously nice not to be exposed in the draft, and nice to know that they see something in the future hopefully, Nash said. It motivates a little bit to make sure they don't regret their decision. Hopefully, I just cement myself over the course of the season in a role that they can count on, try to build off my experience, and just be a solid player this year. While Nash worked well with Moore, he also started to build some chemistry with Noel Acciari, his line mate during most of training camp. Nobody expects Nash to pop in 25 goals, but he and the coaching staff believe there can be an increase in offensive production. I thought I had a lot more chances last year than it really showed, Nash said. I finished up with 7 goals, not a tremendous amount. You always want to lessen the load on our top-end guys, so they're not the guys scoring each and every night. Even if you chip in with 5 more, those goals are huge. It seems like all these games are on-goal games now, so that could be the difference in a lot of them. Obviously, I'd like to chip in more offensively, get to the net more, maybe get some greasier goals, just find some more around the net, tips, rebounds. That's the way the NHL is now. You throw stuff on goal, and hopefully it hits something and goes in. Once you score a couple of those, your confidence takes off and affects your whole game. Coach Bruce Cassidy believes Nash, whose 10 goals for Carolina in 201,314 established a career high, would benefit from a tweak to his thought process. Physically, he's a great skater with a good first step. He needs to use that more to his advantage, his skills, Cassidy said. It's tough for us to get him out of that comfort zone, thinking, I've made it as a defensive-minded guy, and thinking defense. We want to make sure that when we have the puck to think offense, not be reckless. I don't think he'll ever be reckless. Just trust your offensive part of your game more. It's in him. We've got to get it out of him, and he's got to want to do it as well. Nash is not exactly a ruffian. He had just 14 penalty minutes last season, but he did get more physically involved down the stretch. Perhaps that's inevitable when you play with the hard-hitting Acciari. That means it cost him and the team in overtime in Game 3 of the first-round playoff loss to the Ottawa Senators win. In response to a high hit from Bobby Ryan, Nash retaliated with a swipe. The only penalty went against the Bruins, and the Senators won the game on the ensuing power play. While Nash took responsibility for the penalty after the game, he was heartened by messages of support from fellow owners in the aftermath. It's a learning experience. Like anything in life, you grow from it, Nash said. I thought I was tiptoeing the line, and I thought I was doing a really good job with it, honestly. I thought playing with that edge was helping my game, helping guys around me. I think I've got to find that a little earlier in the season.